Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talk Spicy. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. Thank you for joining me wherever you are joining me. Rate the show, comment, agree, disagree. But whatever you do, keep it spicy. 5-star ratings are appreciated. If you're joining me on the YouTube channel, you know what to do. Hey, I need to figure out exactly what people think when it comes to basketball. Because it seems to me people are so quick to write off great basketball players that it makes you wonder whether or not that person was great to start with. Case in point, Carmelo Anthony. 3 years ago now, 3 years ago, you people told us that Carmelo Anthony was finished. He was done. Oh, well, he could, no, he's done. You told us he was an egomaniac, even though he had never been a bad teammate before. You told us that he was selfish, even though his number one job was to score. By the way, I want y'all to think about this. Back when you used to tell us that Carmelo Anthony held the ball too long or beat the air out of the ball. Remember back when you used to tell us that? Now, every great player in the NBA beats the air out the ball. Or every player that you perceive to be great beats the air out the ball. Every great player that you see in the NBA has a high usage rate. And yet, you told us that Carmelo Anthony was a bad basketball player, that he had empty stats. Excuse me, when has Carmelo Anthony ever had as good a team, ever had as good a situation as, let's say, a Steph Curry, outside of the 1 year that you gave him talent in Denver? When has he ever had a team that you could sit back and go, oh, he doesn't have to do it all himself? He hasn't. You idiots actually had the nerve to try to tell us that Jeremy Lin was more important to the team than Carmelo Anthony. That's what you people said with a straight face. And I sat back the entire time going, y'all just don't understand. This is Melo. This is Melo. So let me take you back, because college basketball starts today. And I'm excited. It's the most wonderful time of the year. You know why? Because we have sports, live sports, good live sports every single day of the week. So if you want to OD on sports, now is the time to OD on sports. By the way, prep sports are back. Prep basketball is back. You're going to see me, by the way, coming out with my Savannah high school games of the week. I'll be broadcasting again this year. I'll have it set up where people can make donations if you want to support the broadcast, so we can continue to bring you those broadcasts. I'm not asking for much money, just asking for a buck or two from the people watching. So make sure that you support that. When that comes down the pike, I'm really excited about the schedule for our games of the week. That's going to be dropping here really soon so that everybody can see it. But with college basketball starting back, it got me to thinking back to the draft, the Melo, the LeBron, Melo, Wade, Bosh draft. And I remember everybody talking about, oh man, LeBron James. But I'm going to be honest with you. Me and people who I value as hoopers, we were all talking about Carmelo Anthony. Yo, Carmelo Anthony's that deal. Why? Because, man, he can score from anywhere on the court. He can play with his back to the basket. He's strong. He's big. He's athletic. He's smooth. His game is tailor-made for the NBA. And then what did he do? He came out and he was a monster from the beginning. He walked into college, he was a monster. He walked into the NBA, he was a monster. LeBron was great, and LeBron proved to be an overall better player. LeBron has never been a better scorer than Carmelo Anthony. Even today, LeBron is not a better scorer than Carmelo Anthony is. When the age of analytics came around, and well, not the age of analytics, when analytics people started saying, hey, threes over twos, Carmelo Anthony began to get criticized because he took higher percentage shots. See, never forget that the 2-point shot from mid-range is a much higher percentage shot than a 3-point shot if you know how to shoot a mid-range shot. But because most people were not teaching their kids to shoot mid-range shots, they were only teaching them how to shoot threes. The value of the three rose. Cool, fine. But remember that thing when I just told you that Carmelo Anthony can score from anywhere? That Carmelo Anthony is a ball player. He can score from anywhere. You don't think that if you gave Carmelo Anthony an off season or two to work on more 3-point shots, that he would not hit more 3-point shots? You thought that one of the best scorers in the history of the NBA could not spend an offseason or two and adapt his game to step out 5, 6, 7 yards? Really? Really? It seems to me that you guys just wanted a reason to devalue Carmelo Anthony. For what reason? I don't know. He's never been like an a-hole to anybody I can think of. He's never spoken poorly about other people. He's a pretty likable guy. But somewhere, somehow, you decided that you were going to ridicule Carmelo Anthony and his game. Cool. All right, fine. Carmelo Anthony last night versus the Hornets scored 29 points off the bench that you told us that he would not come off of. Carmelo Anthony was 7 for 10 from the 3-point line. I'm going to say that again. This way you know what I'm talking about. Carmelo Anthony was 7 for 10 from 3-point. The same guy that you told us was not able to adapt to this modernized game was 7 for 10. And before you tell me, oh, well, that's just a really good game, he's played 11 games this year. He's shooting 52% from 3-point line. His career average is 35. Oh, well, he'll regress to the mean. Why? He's playing with a bunch of other good basketball players, the same way that Klay Thompson plays with a bunch of other really good basketball players, the same way that Steph Curry and Kevin Durant and James Harden are playing with other really good basketball players, the same way that Kawhi Leonard is playing with really good basketball players. So you know what he never really has to do? He never has to take a tough shot. He never really has to take a tough shot. Because if he's being doubled, if he's being crowded, all he has to do is kick it to one of the other good players that he has to play with. So why can't he just do this? Why can't he just be this guy? Carmelo Anthony, a career 23-point-a-night scorer, and only 23 points a night because over the last couple of years, he's taken a back role where his average has dropped, but in his heyday, was a damn near 30 a night guy. That Carmelo Anthony is sitting back and playing the game that comes to him. And he is phenomenal. So that tells me one thing. There's only one Melo. There's Carmelo Anthony. And we call him Melo. Now, Melo Ball will always be referred to by me as Melo Ball because I need to make the distinction of the Melo. If you're saying Melo, you're talking about Carmelo Anthony. Anybody else gets a second name. We're going to respect this man for what he does and for how he does it because he is phenomenal at it. He always has been. He always will be. Shame on you haters for trying to get him out the league for no apparent reason. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go out and teach your kids. If you're a ball player, teach them how to play offense like Carmelo Anthony. Make sure they've got all of the bullets in the gun. Inside game, outside game, put the ball on the floor, catch and shoot, mid-range. There's nothing offensively that Carmelo Anthony can't do. Fearless when he attacks the basket. Great offensive rebounder. You tried to get that dude out the league. Oh, I forgot. Social justice advocate. Warrior for men of color. Willing to put himself and his name on the line for his beliefs. Great father. Involved in the community. Giving back. Reaching out. That's the guy that you tried to push out the league. That's the guy you tried to push out the league. Meanwhile, letting other guys stick around the league for a billion years who were not even good, who were just sitting on the roster, sitting on the bench, collecting their $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $1.5 million a year. Andre Iguodala seems to always keep a job. Andre Iguodala has never been Carmelo. They're not even in the same stratosphere. I don't care how many championships he has because he was on all-time great teams. I don't care that he has a finals MVP because he held LeBron to a 35-point triple-double. I don't care that you like him more. The fact that he has been allowed to never miss a season or have a team, yet people were trying to get Carmelo Anthony out the paint is ridiculous. Get that out of here. He is and will always be Melo. Miss me with calling anybody else, including Melo Ball, by that first name moniker. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been Talk Spicy. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. Thank you for joining me wherever you are joining me. Rate the show, comment, agree, disagree, but whatever you do, keep it spicy. 5-star ratings are appreciated. If you're joining me on the YouTube channel, you know what to do. Until next time, peace.